Remembered as the dark-haired, smoky-voiced actress, Suzanne Pleshette stole our hearts with her mesmerizing image. But things were more complicated in her life behind the cameras. Continue watching to discover the shocking truth about this mysterious actress. She went to one of the most prestigious acting schools. Suzanne Pleshette was born in Brooklyn Heights, New York on January 31st, 1937. She was born in a Russian Jewish household and showed a lot of interest in performing arts. Because of this, her family sent her to Manhattan High School of Performing Arts, where she later graduated and attended the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater, which was considered as New York's most prestigious acting school at that time. Here, she went under the tutelage of Sanford Meisner, who was one of the best teachers in the school. Suzanne never had children. Suzanne married her co-star Troy Donahue in 1964. The couple first met in the movie A Distant Trumpet and Rome Adventure. Their marriage lasted only 8 months before getting divorced and crossing paths. She married a second time with oilman Tom Gallagher. This marriage was less turbulent, and the couple stayed together until Tom passed away from lung cancer in the early 2000s. During her marriage with Tom, Suzanne suffered a miscarriage, and they later failed to conceive a baby along the way. The couple never had children, and according to Suzanne, she would have loved raising Tom's babies, but she avoided this at every cost because she felt like her career was more important and made her happier. Suzanne's last husband was actor Tom Poston, which she had worked with years before. They both married in 2001. The couple started getting romantically involved in 1959 when they were working with each other in the Broadway play called Golden Fleecing. Their romance faded away throughout the years. They eventually worked with each other again during the 1970s in the Bob Newhart show. Even though they married other people throughout 40 years, they remained close friends together. In the early 2000s, both of their spouses had passed away. This brought Suzanne and Tom Poston closer together until they ended up in a romantic relationship again. Their marriage didn't last long, as Tom Poston passed away from respiratory failure in 2007. How she made her way into showbiz. Suzanne just started her career as a simple stage actress. Her image was described as sardonic and her voice as being highly mesmerizing by the Boston Globe. The actress eventually made her way to Broadway and made her debut in 1957 in a play called Compulsion, where she played Meyer Levin. 1 year later, Suzanne started performing at the Shubert Theater in New Haven, Connecticut, where she made her first theatrical debut in The Cold Wind and the Warm. As her reputation grew, Suzanne managed to be featured in the 1959 comedy called The Golden Fleecing, where she acted alongside Tom Poston and Constance Ford. She and Poston would eventually enter a romantic relationship, and he would become her third husband. Suzanne went on to become the last 2 remaining finalists that had auditioned for the role of Louise in the musical called Gypsy. To perform in the musical, Suzanne had to take many striptease lessons from Jerome Robbins to better portray her character. During this time, she was still in competition with another finalist called Sandra Church. Later, the play's author wrote that when it came to deciding which of the girls would be better for the role, Suzanne was the perfect actress. However, Sandra was the one with a better singing voice, and since Gypsy was a musical, Suzanne was eventually disqualified. Suzanne then ended up playing the role of Anne Sullivan Macy alongside Patty Duke in the 1961 play called The Miracle Worker. Suzanne's most notable appearances. The actress's first time appearing on screen was in 1957 in an episode called Night Rescue of the CBS drama adventure series Harbor Master. Here, Suzanne acted alongside famous actors such as Paul Burke and Barry Sullivan. Other early appearances she made include Alfred Hitchcock Presents, the first episode of The Wild Wild West, Playhouse 90, and Dr. Kildare, for which she won her very first Emmy Award. She appeared in many other shows until the 1970s, which mostly included small guest appearances, such as The Name of the Game, Route 66, The FBI, and The Invaders. In 1971, she gained a lot of recognition from appearing in The Tonight Show show starring Johnny Carson as people started noticing her unusual chemistry with Johnny. Rumors were spreading that both of them were in a secret affair together. Soon after anything could be confirmed about them, Suzanne went on to be cast in the Bob Newhart Show. The sitcom, where Suzanne played the wife of Newhart's character, was really popular for the time and lasted a total of 6 years. Her amazing performance on the show led her to get nominated 2 times for the Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. Suzanne then reprised her role in the sitcom in the last episode of Newhart's following comedy series. She later took part in her own comedy, where she played Maggie Briggs. The show didn't last long, however, and got canceled after releasing its first 7 episodes. Suzanne then appeared in the 1989 NBC drama Nightingales, where she played Christine Broderick. In the following year, she played Leona in a popular movie called Leona Helmsley, the Queen of Mean. The film later won her a Golden Globe Award and Emmy Award nomination. Illness and death. Before her third husband could ever face an illness, Suzanne's agent announced that the actress was ill with lung cancer and was seeking treatment at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Just 3 days after her agent announced this, New York Newsday revealed that Suzanne's cancer had reached the size of a grain of sand. This was found when she went through a routine X-ray. Thankfully, she was still in time to recover from this, as the cancer was caught early. Suzanne kept her spirits up during the outpatient chemotherapy treatment. However, she got hospitalized for a pulmonary infection, which led her to become bedridden for some time. The actress later developed pneumonia, which made her situation worse. Suzanne managed to make it to the cast reunion of the Bob Newhart Show that took place in 2007. At this time, she was weak and had to attend the event in a wheelchair. This made people get concerned about her health, even though she said she was as good as ever and cancer-free. At the time of the reunion, Suzanne made an interview with USA Today, where she revealed that she got released just 4 days ago from the hospital. When asked about the treatment, she revealed that one of her lungs had been removed so she could make it through the treatment alive. 1 year after being dismissed from the hospital, Suzanne passed away just 12 days from her 71st birthday in her home on January 19, 2008. Her cause of death wasn't exactly made public, but many claimed that she died from health complications. Suzanne was then buried in the Hillside Memorial Park Cemetery in Culver City, California, close to her third husband, Tom Poston, who had died just 1 year before her. Just a few days after her death, Suzanne Pleshette received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which was the 2,355th star the walk had placed. Marsha Wallace, Bob Newhart, and Arte Johnson all spoke at the unveiling of her star. They all claimed that her star had been planned before her death, but she sadly couldn't make it. Tina Sinatra then accepted the star in respect of the late actress. If you enjoyed this video, check out the next one in this series. I'm pretty sure you'll love it.